Shalom. Let's start out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the whole fillet that's pushing its truth across the four corners of earth, all faith, truth, and sincerity. All right, this the brother. I'm on one to buy from the Birmingham Camp out about GMS. As we get to the sentence going to just about how the Lord, Bahashem Shai, he's gonna cut off the house of Esau. He's gonna destroy the house of Esau. He's gonna take the so-called Esau Edomite out of power when he returns, and then when these devils go into 1,000 years of slavery, they ain't gonna be no more. They're gonna be no existence of them. Because these devils, all they ain't nothing but the wicked, and they don't care, about the Most High. They don't care about the Most High Yahweh Shemshai's ways, and in righteous ways, and these devils, they have corrupted, put their lies and deception, blaspheme, they have a lot that they have to pay for, rape, rob, and murder the children of Israel, so these devils, is righteous judgment that the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to cut these devils, off, and destroy the house of Edom. In the house of Edom, or Esau, Edom, be no more. But I'm getting to Ezekiel 25:13. Therefore, thus said the Lord power, I will also stretch out my hand, Edom. I'll read it again. Therefore, thus said the Lord power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and I will cut off man and beast from it. I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dan shall fall by the sword. So, Lord Yahweh Shai is gonna stretch out his hand upon Esau, man, and cut off a man and beast. He's gonna destroy and wipe out everything, that Esau, that is of Esau, that Esau has, defiled and corrupt and all that, gonna be wiped off, man. That's why Lord Yahweh Shai gonna send a thermonuclear missiles to America, Babylon the Great, and different parts of the country gonna get missiles as well. But like I said, the main target is gonna be America, Babylon the Great. Then the land over there in the land of Israel, where them Amalekites at too as well, man, gonna get hit, man. They're gonna be destroyed, burnt up, cause they defiled that land. So these devils got a lot to pay for, man. They're not gonna get away from the wrath and judgment of the Lord. The Lord sees all. The Lord knows all. These devils not gonna get away. So I'm going to the next verse. Ezekiel 25:14. I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. So Lord Yahweh Shai, when the time comes, the Lord Yahweh Shai is gonna raise up Israel to get at these devils, so-called, man, these Edomites, man. Rise up against these devils, Esau, Edom, and put hands on them, beat them up, whatever it may be. Put them to death, whatever it may be, the judgment come back, these devils. So Esau, Edom got only a short amount of time, to rule. And these devils know it. They seen the rise of Jacob, of the so-called Negro Latino Native Israelites. They're starting to wake up. But it's starting with the elect of the nation of Israel first and foremost. And even though, you got 2/3 out there that don't want to, really come into the truth and believe what it may be. Let's say they do hear about the Israelites, they know they're Israelite, whatever, and they hear about it, the so-called, man, Esau, Edom is your enemy. Lord Yahweh Shai put the spirit of 2/3, to get these devils, man. It's gonna, like, in the times to come, it's gonna, like I say, it's gonna get worse and worse. You're gonna have, nation against nation. So, cause Israelites, so-called Negro Latino natives are nation. The nation of Israel. The so-called man Esau, Edom, red man, is the nation of Edom. And Lord, and these devils gonna get their hands put on them, man, by the Lord's people, to come, But Read on. I'll read it again, Ezekiel 25:14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord power. So yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be of the Lord's anger, His fury. That's gonna be a spirit on Israel. You know, that's gonna get at these devils. You know, or so-called Negro Latino natives, man. It just go like I said, it's gonna come to a point where uh, all hell break loose when well it may be. Even in the kingdom to come, man. When these devils go into hardcore slavery, man, they're gonna get their hands put on them as well. You know. So these devils, they ain't gonna escape the judgment of the Lord, man. Like I said, they gonna get double cut, man, double hardcore slavery, man, to come, man, in the kingdom, you know. So so from there, I'm gonna go to Obadiah 1:18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. So the Lord Yahweh, no, there's not gonna be any remaining of the house of Israel. The house of Esau. There's not gonna be no remaining, of these devils of the so-called Esau, red people, man. Because Jacob, so-called Negro Latino natives, gonna be, rising up. They're gonna be in rulership, man. They're gonna take down the ones that had them, I said starting with the elect, the nation of Israel first, And when Lord Yahweh returns, take these devils out of power, put them in chains, starting with the elite of Esau, Edom, put them having and chained up. Really they supposed to be in chains anyway, and be as servants, but they will be in the kingdom. They're gonna build up the kingdom, of Israel, But like I said, the house of Esau ain't gonna be no remainder of these devils, man. Once they build up the kingdom of Israel, they gonna be no more, man. But from there, see, okay, go to Job 18:17. His remembrance shall perish from the earth. He shall have no name in the street. So yeah, these devils, the remembrance of these devils, so-called Esau Edomites, they money, they statues, they whatever they put out there, they their names and so forth, they money, anything that had to do with Esau is not gonna be nothing of it, his names and signs on the on the signs on the streets, and you're driving, you're going to Jefferson Avenue, whatever it may be, Benjamin Avenue, all Esau Edom's names, the Edomites names, so-called people's names, ain't gonna be no more. This place, America, Babylon Great, gonna be destroyed, man. It's not gonna be nothing left of these devils, man. Nothing talked about them, But go to Job 18:18. He shall be driven from the light into darkness and chased out of the world. So yeah, these devils gonna be chased out of the world, man. These devils gonna be they gonna catch holy hell, man. When the kingdom, when the elect of the so-called Negro Latino natives, well, I start when the Lord have a shy, in the house of David, not David that would die, and in the house of David, which is the elect of the so-called Negro Latino natives, these devils gonna be, chased out of the world, man. When the elect of Israel be in power, these devils gonna, hey man, hey, they gonna catch hell. They gonna catch it, man. So go to the next verse, Job 18:19. He shall neither have son or nephew among his people, no end remain of his dwelling. So neither they gonna have son or nephew among his people, man. So ain't gonna be nothing that, there ain't gonna be nothing coming after, after for Edomite, have a son, and they're gonna come after that and so forth, no nephew, no nothing, man. No more of the men of Edom, is gonna rise up no more and try to go to war with the nation of Israel. These devils ain't gonna rise up no more, man. You know, nobody's gonna try to come against the Negro Latino natives of Israel. Once these devils, once they build up the kingdom of Israel, and after 1,000 years, they're gonna be wiped out, man. So with that, I didn't want to make this too long. So again, I like all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakadash, to the apostles, elders, to the Sisakin brothers, to the few Aqua sisters, to do listen, keep the faith, and Yahushua keep fighting with that say shalom.